Hi, I'm Nirupma Singh. I'm a fitness trainer for past 20 years, also into running and happily so for past 10 years. And I have been training and running for past, wait, let me just make up my mind as to what I want to convey. Okay.
No issue. I mean, and it's so tomorrow will be not tomorrow. I mean, whenever it's aired, it's in the morning around 11 o'clock. So you can, if you want to greet, you can say good morning.
All right. Good morning, runners. I'm Nirupma Singh, a fitness trainer for past 20 years and an avid runner for 10 years. I personally feel that for runners, warm-up is a prerequisite to staying injury-free and performing very well. And a warm-up can be different for different level of runners. For example, for beginner level runner, intermediate level runner, and for an advanced level runner, the warm-up can always look a little different. But what is important to understand is that imbibe or use the dynamic stretches for warm-up and not the static stretches. Static stretches are to be done after running, and dynamic stretches are used to warm up the muscles, lubricate the joints, let your core temperature rise, and gradually increase your heart rate so that the body gets in tune to running mode. So there are a few very primary exercises which all levels of runners can use it. Having said that, for beginners, my sincere advice would be to start with 7 to 10 minutes of walk. Simply walk. So when you walk, you are using the same muscle groups as you would be using for running. So in the process of walking, you actually warm up the muscles. There's a lot of blood infused into your muscles. The joints are lubricated, the bones are ready, get activated, and your heart rate gradually increases. So this is for beginner level runner who just got into running. Now for intermediate level runners, I'm going to show you exercises, and the repetitions depends on you. Take care that you do not do the warm-up so long and loads of repetition that the warm-up actually becomes your main exercise, and by the time you get into running, your body gets tired. So be very cautious of this important point. So now we'll start with the warm-up. It's always important to take 2 rounds of deep breath, and that's how we always start it. So take a deep breath in, breathe out through your nose and mouth, breathe in, and breathe out through your nose and mouth. 2 deep breaths neutralizes and brings the body to balance. Now after this, it's very important that you warm up your spine. I'm showing you a side profile so that you have a correct posture while doing it. Now from front, if you see, your legs have to be shoulder or a little bit shoulder width apart. And on sides, if you see, the spine is neutral. I use my fingers to push my pelvic bone back. This position is called the hip hinge position. It's important to be in this position to do the spine roll, to warm up the spine. What frequent mistakes we make is that we go into a squat position. So this is not a correct posture. So use your pelvic to guide you through into a hip hinge position. Now the spine is nice and neutral. Take care not to roll the spine like that. Do not do that. No slouching of the back. So keep the spine neutral. Push the glutes back, and when you look up, your spine automatically is rolled down. So you look up, and when you tuck your chin into your chest, the spine rolls up. So this is the correct movement. Breathe in and breathe out. Breathe in and breathe out. Now I must show it to you from front profile. So this is how it is. I use my pelvic bone to push back. I look up, I breathe in, and I breathe out. So like this, you can do 10 to 12 repetitions. And if you want, you can do it with me. Let's do it together. Push your pelvic bone back, hip hinge position, look up, take a deep breath in, and exhale. Let's do 2 more. 1 more. And roll up. Initially, many of you might face the issue that while you are lifting the head up and tucking the chin down, the spine actually is not moving. Your friends will tell you that your spine is not moving. All that is moving is neck is moving. And so then the spine will not warm up. The other way to do it is generally when for running we are outdoors. So if you have grass land, what you could do is you could go down and do the same thing in this posture where you're in a box posture, elbows straight, and you breathe in, breathe out. Breathe in and breathe out. Mostly people are able to get the movement in this posture, and in standing posture, it's always, for many people, it doesn't come right. So it's important to do it right. So this was the first movement, and the second movement, you sway side to side. So again, when you sway both the sides, you can count it as 1, and you can do 10, 12 of this. 6, 7, and we'll do 3 more, 2 more, and 1 more. If you want, you can add 2 more to make it 12 reps. It's just good enough. Very good. Now let's go overhead, side to side. Again, the same thing. We'll do 10 to 12 repetition. Let's do 4 more to make it 12. So let's choose 12 reps for today's session. 1 more. Lovely. Very good. Now, we use hands for running. So we need to warm up the shoulder girdle. And for that, we keep the elbows straight, look straight, and roll the arms clockwise. Today, the lucky number is 12. So 12 clockwise. And keeping the elbows straight, we do 12 anti-clockwise. Lovely. Nice. Right? So what we'll do a little bit more for the shoulders. So again, hip hinge, push this back, keep it here. And let's bring our shoulder to the knee. And on the other side, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We do 4 more. And 3 more. Last 2. And 1 more. Ensure not to do this. This won't work. All right? So be very careful of what you're doing, right? So the effort has to be to bring the shoulder to the opposite knee, bring it back, bring the shoulder to the opposite knee, and bring it back and roll yourself up. So after this, see, already I'm feeling warmed up, and I'm sure you too. So let's now just move to the lowest extremity, that is our feet. Feet is the first contact to the ground and the most important, and for running, right? For runners, feet is very important. So for beginners, what you could do is you could hold some wall and lift it, roll it clockwise 10 times, 12 times. And then anti-clockwise 12. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We can do the same thing on the other side. You want to hold the wall or you just want to get the balance as well. And if you press your temple, so that gives you more balance. All right. So we did 12 times each. Let's roll the knee. Let's get that very, very important joint into activation. So we will do again 12 times clockwise. 2 more to make it 12. And anti-clockwise. 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Lovely. There's one more I want you to do for the knees. Front and back and 2 and back and 3, 4. So this works on your Achilles as well. So these are the muscles, the prime muscles, which work wonders for you when you are running. All right, I've forgotten the counting. I'm sure we have 4, 3, 2, and 1. Lovely. Now roll the pelvic. Little bit of dancing here. Before running, all this is good fun. And this is the point which connects the lower extremity with your upper body. And running activates from head, it's head to toe. So you've got to warm this up, let loads of blood flow into the muscles, let the joints get lubricated, and do all the wonders when you run, give you a good performance. On the opposite side, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Lovely. Now let's come to the glutes and the hamstring, which have to fire when you run. And the simplest thing what we can do is remember to keep the spine neutral. So with that, I mean when you move the glutes back and you go down, the spine should be neutral and not roll like that. So for some people, it's not very comfortable to reach down, especially men God has made them like that. The hamstring is a little tighter. So if you can just come till here, it's good enough. But don't roll your back and roll up and heels up. So this way, we're going to warm up our hamstring and our calf muscles. All right, from front, I can show it to you. So you go down and up, 2 and up, 3 and up. So the calf muscles and hamstrings work at the same time. So 4 more, 3 more, last 2, let's do 1 more. Wonderful, wonderful. This was the posterior muscle. Now let's come to the front, the anterior. So what you could do is, you could go knee ups, standing in the same place, while the same activity can be done walking. That is a traveling step. 1, 2, like that. You choose. You choose to do it, right? 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Also remember one thing. For example, I'll just show it to you in this exercise, that when we start the warm-up, when we start a particular movement, we should not get overexcited and do too much. And what I mean is the range of motion, right? For example, if I'm doing straight leg, then remember, let it go easy. Small movement, all right? And when it's warmed up, you can take it high as you can. But when you start off, don't do that because the muscles are not warmed up and there can be some trauma in the muscle or the ligament or the tendon. We don't want that. So very gently, softly start off, and when you feel warmed up, you can always take it to full range of motion, right? So let's do 12 on both sides. So 1, when you complete, both the legs will be 12, right? 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Also remember not to bend. 10, don't do that, okay? 10, 11, and 12. Done? Very good. Now the hamstrings are very important. The ham curls, right? So move your arms. Don't stay, upper body. Don't keep it too tight. Move it. So either you move like you move it running, or both the hands together, however you want. Let's do 12, 10, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Done? Very good. Let's do the side lift. 1 and out. 2 and out. But if you have something to hold on to, because if you sway too much and you're not holding, you can topple down. We don't want that. But if you get something to hold, then you sway it. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right? All right, so let's do it here. 4, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now rest. 8, 8. We can do standing. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. On the other side. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Lovely. We're done with this. Now for the hips, very important, the glutes. These are the muscles which are like the most important. Stronger your glutes, the stronger runner you are, right? So let's warm that up. Lift it in figure 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now see, the same thing can be done walking. So last 8, 7, 6, 5. I have a space constraint. So last 4 we do standing. 4, 3, 2, 1 more. 1. Good. So we warm that up. The glutes, however, a little bit more for the glutes. What you could do is squat, go down, hold it, straighten the knee, and roll your back. Go down, hold it, straighten the knee, and roll up. Do 6 of these. I don't want you to get tired before the run, so you choose your repetitions depending on what feels just right, okay? If you do too much, that is also not good because you have to keep all your energy intact for running, right there. So we did 6, lovely. Okay, front, go into lunge posture. We can do 6, 6, and that's just good enough for intermediate level runners. 6, 6. For advanced, they can do 12, 12 or 10, 10. Okay. So what you need to do is align the pelvic, and it's not that it's twisted back, right? and keep the navel sucked in. Go down and up, 2, up, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Take care not to lean forward. Remember, if that's what you're doing, perhaps you're still not ready for this kind of warm-up. Then you don't do it. Then you just go back to the basic and start with a walk and then progress into walk jog. So just remember. So everything doesn't suit everyone. So we do the same thing. Remember, use your hands to align the pelvic, okay? And when you go down, it goes down in one straight line, down and up. You don't bend forward. The knee doesn't cross your toe, so you're not bending forward, or this is not the movement. All you need to do is down and up. Very rhythmic. Got it? Lovely. Lovely. Now, every time when we are on road, we can't be going down on the pavement. Why? If you have grass available, you're in a park or something, of course, what you could do is take your hands down, the other hand down, stretch the rear leg, and you may go down on your elbows and lift it up. 1, okay? You could do 6 of these, good enough. 2 like that. So if I show you my side profile, let me do it on the other side. So you are in this posture. The knee is right over your ankle. Take your palm down. The rear leg is stretched back. Now from here, I get a deeper stretch. If I go down to my elbows and I roll up, okay? So it's a very, very good stretch provided you are in a park. So like that, you can complete 6 each, good enough. All right, now we can bring up the heart rate further up. This is for the advanced runners. So what you could do is, you could just go skipping. You go skipping, and then you could go 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, right? Then take 10-15 seconds rest. Let the heart rate come down a bit, because again, this is not your, this is not the main segment of your workout. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So you could go and do some star jumps. Now, remember, this is meant for advanced runners. And every time, 15-20 seconds break. These are simple movement, can be done by people who are not so much into dancing. For example, there are workout dynamic, which is the grapevine, but you need some dancing skills. That if you don't have that, no problem. Don't do it. Don't try anything new. Lovely. All right, one more thing I want to share with you, that for advanced runners, well, even intermediate runners, what you could do. So after those simple movement, you could do intermediate level runners, 3 to 4, 60 meter to 100 meter strides, right? Strides is maintaining a good form, and you ensure that your legs open up and your cadence is higher, maintaining a good form. So you run like that for 60 meter. Your time on foot on the ground is less. So why we do that? I don't have space to show you stride, but it's like running at 70% effort, 80% effort for very short duration, like 60 meter, and advanced can do for 100 meters. 4 reps should be good enough, and you walk back the same distance and again repeat it. So let the heart rate come down and do that. Why you do that? You do that to increase the blood flow into the muscles, to activate the fast twitch muscles, and give your brain a message that you are getting into a performance level activity in running the race. So it gets the message that it needs to be activated and work that way. The fast twitch muscles get activated. So suddenly you can't speed up. So this is kind of a pre-preparation for the speed activity or the kind of target that you have in mind for intermediate to advanced level runners. So it just activates that. So these strides work wonders, and your legs open up, they loosen, they go into full range of motion. So according to me, this is a good warm-up activity which should be performed not just before races, but also anytime when you step out to do your run training plan. I hope I covered everything and wish you all a very good luck with running. Enjoy running and make it a joyful activity and not take any pressure of performance or target or anything. Just enjoy running. Thank you so much. Thank you, Playscape Active Hub, for having this session. And I wish all the runners across India and the world who are doing virtual TCS run, enjoy your run and come back with a smiley. Run well today. And those of you who are running on Sunday, all the best. Make it a joyful journey. Thank you.